Yeah, whether it will be solved is of course a question. We can for sure make a lot to solve it and implement it from a technical point of view. I think we have a solution today. We have, at least we together, have a whole chain of making things secure, as we have said before. And insofar, I think it's a matter of penetration. How well is this deployed into all the various applications? Or, of course, we successfully do it. Other people, the companies successfully doing this. This is, I think, the key question. What is the adaptation rate? And of course, also where is some pain? Because the pain will finally drive also our customers to implement in a different pace.
No, I agree. I think that adoption is key, and I think you will never have a perfect, super clean, best of breed deployment. You always have some legacy floating around, and you need to manage with that in your ecosystem. So it can be seen as a never-ending game, but the goal is to raise the security level as much as you can every time. So technically, I think fasting forward 10 years. We probably will have solved what we know today as a security challenge, but I can bet that some new one will emerge in 5 years that we will still working on in 10 years, and so on. What was a challenge 10 or 20 years ago, security-wise, has been solved. Some industry are learning from that time. Some are rediscovering the hard way the same thing. But if I simply look at the way our attack lab is evolving their attack. I'll give you an example that maybe 10, 15 years ago, we were using one laser to induce a fault into silicon and keep it synchronized with the CPU. And that was state of the art. Today, we are keeping in sync 5 to 6 different sources at the same time in sync to do that. And that was impossible to think about more than 10, 15 years ago. Who knows what we will do in 10 years, probably something that nobody is dreaming of. So I think it's a very evolving situation, but it's not an excuse to not start. You need to increase every time you have the opportunity, and it makes sense business-wise to make one step forward on keeping a better, secure ecosystem.
Yeah, and here, of course, we are running this technology evolution. I mean, it's of course, the example you make is nothing else than a picture of what the technological evolution has allowed also to work from the dark side. But I think finally it's also about partners. It is trust is here very important. That partners that deliver security can be trusted and are from their attitude also never compromised. I think this is absolutely essential and central. And here we also have, of course, a partnership built to also provide such a trust to our customers. And of course, we have a legacy and an experience that is for sure building here the foundation.
I agree. And for me, the real moment of truth for the trust is you have deployed something, there is an issue which is happening, and you keep the trust and you're able to manage it and solve it or go over it. And that's where those moments where trust is increasing dramatically for, I won't say forever, but for a very, very long period of time. And that's key. That's back to my initial comment. You have to assume this is going to happen. And the key question and the hard problem is managing the post-breach situation.
Yeah, that's really what we find must deliver to our customers.
Exactly.